Hi, I'm Jack Canfield, author of The Success Principles and co-author of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series. And I'm here today at the Author Success Retreat that I do with Steve Harrison. And I want to introduce you to one of our attendees, Marcia Jacoby. Now, Marcia is a nursing home administrator who's co-authored the book, Nursing Homes, If These Scrubs Could Talk. And she's co-authored it with Lori Neighbors, who's a licensed vocational nurse, and also Judy Embers, who's a registered nurse, all of whom have worked in this nursing home world. Now, Marcia, you've shared with me how much the Chicken Soup for the Soul books have influenced your writing. I'm curious, what is the message of your book, and why do you believe that short stories are the best way to articulate and deliver that message?
Well, Jack, yes, Chicken Soup for the Soul really did inspire us because it is all about stories. At the heart of every nursing home, there are vivid stories of residents who never really wanted to be there, and staff who never expected to work there, and family members who promised their loved ones they would never end up there. And I think everybody understands what I'm talking about when I say that. And so this book explains the world, the nursing home world. It opens it up through the stories that show the humanity, that show the resilience, that show the grit, that show, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And the stories then, written by nursing home employees, and mostly for nursing home employees, kind of celebrate that tribe, that community that we have. Many of us have dedicated our entire careers to this profession because it's really a calling. And so our book honors and gives tribute and encouragement to fellow nursing home employees. And it does that by telling the stories of all the precious souls, the people that never really wanted to be here, and the people like us that never really want to leave.
I just want to say that I love your book, and I love it because I learned a lot. And I've been in a few nursing homes, but the high end and the low end, if you will, economically, and perhaps in terms of their abilities to be effective and so forth. But I learned a couple of things. I learned about the dedication of the people like yourself who are the nurses there. And the other thing I learned was how complex that world is in terms of the right medications, the right food, and the right timing, and people that have Alzheimer's, and people that are mentally ill, and so forth. And with this, I was totally moved by the story that you share in there about moving people during a hurricane from one facility to another. And I watched it on the 11 o'clock news. I see that happened. And I thought, okay, I get it. But then when I realized from the story what it entailed, people were like, where am I? And what's happening? And they get to this new place. There's not really beds for them. They're now in the hallway and in the dining room on the floor. The nurses have to figure out, how do we feed these people so they get the right diets, they get the right medication. I was totally moved by that for some reason. It just made me realize, wow, what a complex and what a commitment it takes to really serve people in that world. And I think a lot of times we think, oh, we just put mom away and we don't have to worry about her. But the fact that you all are so committed to making their lives meaningful and fulfilled and safe, I was touched. So thank you for writing that for me. And I'm not a nursing home employee, but I was very touched by the book itself. So I encourage everyone to read it. And so thanks for writing it, and thanks for joining me for this little brief interview.
Thank you, Jack.
And for those of you watching, here's where you can go and get more information about Marcia, her book, and her work.